Tactic number 2 here is the entry filter. When a contact achieves a goal in a campaign, they are added to the subsequent sequence and they experience whatever it is you have laid out for them. What the entry filter does is it allows you to pause and to decide if that experience should be relevant for them or would be relevant for them based on what they've done. So to create the entry filter, you just add an empty sequence right up front in the campaign. So after the initial goal, before they go into that first sequence, what you're going to do is draw a line to a second empty sequence. The function of this sequence is to give us a decision diamond. And then you can use that decision diamond to determine, is this appropriate for the contact who is entering this campaign? The reason you might want this is twofold. The primary reason is to prevent someone from experiencing automation that they shouldn't experience. So, for example, if somebody is entering a sales sequence and there's a series of emails promoting a product, well, if they have already been in that campaign, it may not be appropriate to let them experience the same messaging, the same timing, the same cadence, the same call to action if they've already seen it, right? The nature of automation is that it allows us to reach a number of people in a way that we couldn't if we had to do it manually. But the drawback to automation is that sometimes it feels too automated. So by introducing a decision diamond at the beginning, that entry filter allows us to branch people off who have already experienced that section of the campaign. Or the second use case here is to create a tailored and more personalized experience for them. So that entry filter could just be a dead end to prevent people from going down that road, or it could be a unique path on its own, a secondary line of promotional emails, or an alternative messaging sequence to try and achieve the same result. Here's an example. So if you opt in for one of my courses and you request the free trial, there is an email that delivers the free trial content, but then there's also a series of emails promoting the actual course and reminding you why this course is valuable. But if you opt in for the same free trial a second time, I don't want you to experience the exact same emails. So what I do is I add that entry filter to say, if this person has already been through this free trial, create this second experience for them. And what I actually do is just say, hey, looks like you already have access to this. Here are your login credentials again. So my action item here is to comb over all of your existing campaigns, anywhere where you have traffic, and to ask yourself, is this a campaign that they could be added to more than once? And if it is, should they? And sometimes the answer is yes, it's fine if they go through this campaign more than once. But if the answer is no, if you're worried at all about them re-triggering that campaign and maybe they shouldn't experience the exact same thing, then that's where an entry filter comes into play.